But now, Damian Lillard's team going for it, so he has to keep everybody involved. And he has to be a little bit more consistent, especially when shooting a long-range shot.
Yeah, they're more perimeter-oriented now, but they still have a fantastic group of perimeter players.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Portland right now in the middle of a road trip. Still out of the lineup is Austin Rivers. They want him healthy, guys.
Kevin, he's already been out for a few weeks, and it appears as though he's going to be out for a lot longer than that.
There's still no timetable on his return, even this long after the injury. You start to wonder about the rest of the season.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Hezonja. Plumlee out there with Davis. Then it's Damian Lillard. Jeffries kicks to Brown. Feeds to Jefferson. There's the pass to Jeffries. Shot clock at 5. And Davis pulls it down. So it's Portland now, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Portland on defense. The dish now to Jeffries. He kicks it to Zeller. Brown wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And the basket by Lillard.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And it's the Hornets ball. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And thank you for that, Doris. And so it's Charlotte with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. That's good. Here's Lillard. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. He feeds it to Davis. Davis sets a screen. There's Hezonja. Jefferson with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jeffries dishes to Zeller. Walker with a clean look. Off target from three-point range. And here they come. Pass to Lillard. To the left wing. Here's the three. That's good.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Hornets trail by 5. Jeffries, the pass to Zeller. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the first one drops. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Al Jefferson. Portland also making some changes. Adams comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Gallinari in for Davis. And so Zeller nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Hazanya. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked. They get it back. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. Both teams will make substitutions. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here's Looney. Jeffries dishes to Kaminsky. Ball, the pass to Jeffries. And the bank shot is good.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And Lillard kicks to Gallinari. There's the pick. To the paint, here's Adams, and the layup's good off the glass. Adams has got his first basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Jeffries can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 6. Plenty of space. And Portland again with the bucket.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Here's Caldwell Pope. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Now, here is Gallinari. He's guarded closely. Here's Lillard. That's tipped. Jeffries kicks to Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Lamb. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Lillard misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 6 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Jeffries in at 2 guard. Looney out there with Brown. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Walker in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Humphries, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He ended with 29 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Hornets trail by 11. Pass to Looney. Charlotte moving the ball around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Picked by Humphries. He's covered by Brown, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he can't get the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jeffries kicks to Kaminsky. It's stolen by Adams. And here is Lamb. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston. That's good. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. There's the feed to Jeffries. Nailed from three-point land. Jeffries got 12.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Lamb with the ball. Here's the teardrop. It's blocked. Ball, the pass to Jeffries. Caldwell Pope. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Heaton. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Ball, the pass to Kaminsky. And a wide-open look for Freak. Misses the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
The pass to Hazanya. Davis sets a screen. Inside. Jeffries with the rebound. Hornets trail by 9. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Pass to Ball. Here's Looney. Adams defending. Here's Caldwell Pope. For Charlotte, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Lamb. Offensive rebound. Gallinari. And no good trying to get that one. That'll do it for the first half. Trailblazers lead by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need to step our energy level up a little bit. We seem to be moving around like we were playing underwater in that first half. Second half, we need to come out with more urgency.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
Hey, fellas, let's go over what happened in the first half. It wasn't what we had in mind, but there's plenty of time to get things straightened out.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the quarter. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So it's the Hornets now. 8-point game. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Davis. Damian Lillard out there with Hazonia. Then there's Plumlee. And yes, sir, that one drops. 7 points for Ed Davis. And here are the Hornets now. Walker dishes to Jeffries. Portland grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Kicks to Plumlee. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Dishes it to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Here's Hazonia, guarded by Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Zeller. Hazonia's shot is off. Hornets trail by 8. Brown kicks to Jefferson. He dishes it to Jeffries. Cranes the three-pointer. Jeffries got 15 points.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Lillard, the pass to Hazonia. Davis sets a screen. Here's Heaton. Shot is off. And Charlotte will come the other way. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now here's Freak. 15 points in the game. It's Brown on the wing. Feeds to Jeffries. Baseline jumper. A rebound by Hazonia. Portland leading by 5. Lillard outside. Here's Heaton. can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. Charlotte has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Now the dish to Jeffries. Here's Jefferson, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Ed Davis. The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Al Jefferson no good on the free throw. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lillard the pass to Hazania. There's the screen. Humphries dishes to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Jeffries can't get it to go.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to Hazania. Shoots the three. Goes back up. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Jeffries. The three-pointer no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Guarded by Jeffries. Here's Humphries. They get it back.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
And Walker kicks to Jeffries. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 18 points for Freak.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Heaton. No dice from the high post.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Jefferson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Humphries the pass to Hazania. Lillard outside. Here's Heaton. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. 12 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
With this quick break, we can show you the list of the most explosive shooting guards in the NBA so far. Freak number 1.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league. Machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Yeah, and what I like about him most is that he's just a scorer. He's going to give you buckets from any place, inside, outside, deep, driving to the lane. I mean, he puts it in the basket.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jeffries. Here's Kaminsky. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Humphries, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. He kicks to Gallinari. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Charlotte's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Passes it to Jeffries. Here's Kaminsky. He hits it from 9. Kaminsky's got his second bucket of the night. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard dishes to Gallinari. Back to Lillard. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Ball, the pass to Jeffries. Off target from outside. Portland trailing here. And Gallinari kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Humphries. Here's Lamb. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
The fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Hornets, Jeffries, he's in at shooting guard. Brown out there with Kaminsky. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. Walker against Lillard. Jeffries dishes to Jefferson. Now the feed to Jeffries. It's deflected. The kick out to Brown. Clock at 4. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Down low. And Davis sends it back. Lillard against Walker. To the left side wing. Gallinari wide open. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. Hornets trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
All right, Doris. Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now, Freak. Brown kicks to Zeller. Jeffries, the pass to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Here's Lillard. Davis with a screen on Brown. Davis sets a screen. Here's Heaton. And Portland again with the bucket. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Jefferson, a screen on Lillard.
Move the ball.
Lillard against Walker. Can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Hornets trail by 6. And here's Freak. There's the pass to Brown. Good on the three-point shot.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Plumlee with a screen on Brown. Pass to Davis from 12 feet out. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Walker dishes to Jeffries. Here's Zeller, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Cody Zeller.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Zeller nails both of them. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Azania. Plumlee with a screen on Zeller. Here's the screen. Out left to the wing. Here's Azania. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Azania, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Cody Zeller. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Hornets trail by 3. To the inside, Walker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Your Hornets are on the swarm. Now let's get out and let them hear it.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Azania's shot is off.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Jeffries, good.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets dance team. Make some noise. Hornet fans, it's time to get up and get loud.
1:36 left in the fourth. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Freak.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now. if you want to talk about a potential momentum changer, that could be it. The hoop, the harm, and now the lead.
Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Walker the pass to Jeffries. Here's Zeller. Portland grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard outside. Passes it to Hazania. 6 to shoot. And they go to the intentional foul.
This could be the hack-a-shack strategy. He's a poor free throw shooter, and so maybe they feel that's their best defense.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Lillard. Oh, trying for it. And taken away by Brown. Kicks it to Jeffries. Fires from the wing. And again, the Hornets missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Screen by Jefferson. Walker dishes to Jeffries. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Feeds it to Lillard. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Damian, certainly a nice game for you tonight. Tell us about how your approach to the game has developed and your role within this offense.
Well, there's a lot of pick and roll in the NBA right now. Scoring point guards that stay in attack mode and make the right plays are the most successful. And, that's what they want me to be. They want me to make plays and be aggressive offensively. And I'm most successful that way. And I think I thrived in it tonight.
You have the talent to do exactly that, Damian. Thank you, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. What'd you think, Kenny?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Paris, São Paulo.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Brooklyn Nets. For the Nets, they come in off the loss to San Antonio. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs. Looking to turn the page here. Al Jefferson played for several teams in his NBA career, but no matter what uniform he has on, he is a load, a real handful, Kenny.
Well, he can shoot the mid-range, Ernie, and that's probably his biggest asset. And, you know, then he could take you down on the block. That's probably one of his bread-and-butter moves. I like his jump hook, though, because when he goes to that, it creates space in the lane and allows guys to offensive rebound as well.
You know, my nickname for him is Baby Fundamentals, has tremendous feet work in the post. And Ernie, believe it or not, he has a deceptive quickness to get a shot up before the defense sets up.
Great footwork, too.
Yeah. Do you have a nickname for everybody?
Right.
What's Ernie's nickname?
What's my nickname?
The Godfather of television.
I like that.
That does it for us.
It's been around a long time, Ernie.
Thank you for tuning in.
You're a friend of mine, Ernie.
See you later.
A night view of the East River set against the bright lights of New York City. The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to the Spurs.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Against a lesser team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But play that way against a good team, and you end up with an ugly result that they had.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Freak is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Here's Decker.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And the dunk by Zeller.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the fact he lacks a little dexterity and even creativity to be an elite finisher.
Nets on defense. Jeffries kicks to Jefferson. Passes to Jeffries. Back to Jefferson. Charlotte moving it around. No problems knocking that one down. Walker's got his first basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Screen by Young. Lopez right side. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Back to Walker. Poke loose. In transition, here come the Nets.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Lets it go from 11. The shot by Zeller, no good. Now the feed to Walker. Jeffries kicks to Walker. Picked by Zeller. Walker with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Good.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
So it's Brooklyn now. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Trent. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Walker dishes to Jeffries. Right side Jefferson. Unloads from 13. And again it will drop. Another make there from Jeffries.
Match up.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Screen by Young. Trent passes to Young. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And Zeller kicks to Brown. Jeffries dishes to Zeller. Walker goes in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Hornets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Rubio kicks to Young. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And Freak throws it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And he came off that screen and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Freak. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Walker against Rubio and taken away by Brown. Dishes it to Jeffries. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Hornets?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence.
Nets trail by 4. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Young. Brook Lopez is out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Billar in at the 4 slot. And it's blocked. They recover it. Young's shot is off. Hornets leading by 4. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers made some major contributions. He finished 21 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a positive sign in what has been a slow start to the season for his basketball team. Perhaps things are starting to turn around, guys.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
And the Hornets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Young with no one around. Here's Billar. That's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The dish to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Jeffries the pass the ball to the inside, and it's sent back by Lopez. But they recover it. And the pass the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jeffries. Villar with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's North, and it's blocked by Brown. Pass the ball. There's a screen. Jeffries dishes to Zeller. Releases from 15, and that's good for 2. And it's 8 points for Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Kaminsky. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Brown. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And it's an 8-point Charlotte lead. For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Rubio outside. Here's North. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Charlotte leading by 8. And Young, here we go. Can't get the reverse layup to fall.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Jeffries kicks to Kaminsky. Poked away. Rubio outside. Young. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Young. Here's Walker. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Jeffries the pass to Walker. Freak sets a screen for Walker. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Nets making a switch here.
Sam Decker. Sheldon Mack.
Nets trail by 5. Kicks it to Mack. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Ajinça. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Here's Mack. No good on the quick 3. Charlotte leading by 5. Outside, Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Got a piece of it. And now running it up. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Hornets lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
On the court for the Hornets, Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Kemba Walker is out there with Freak, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Clock at 6. Screen by Young. Here's Trent. Another shot, and Jefferson sends it back. Outside, Walker, and a wide-open look for Freak. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Trent. He's got 6. Inside, Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good for Lopez.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Walker dishes to Jeffries. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 4. Trent passes to Lopez, and he gets it to go. Lopez has got 6.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Over to the wing. Pass to Trent. To tie. But they'll get another chance.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Decker with the rebound.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lets the 3 fly. Jeffries can't get it to go.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Young, a screen on Walker. To the paint. It's good. This game is all even. And it's 9 points here for Thaddeus Young. The Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Jeffries. They get it back. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Hornets, number 1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he can't hit the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Lopez a screen. Here's North for the lead, and it's good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 1.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
taken away. Here's Young. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Jeffries. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Nets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Looney's checked in for Jefferson, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Kemba Walker. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Jeffries can't get it to go.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And it's Baines missing.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Ball, the pass to Jeffries. Hits the jumper in space. Jeffries got 15.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Rubio kicks to Mack. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game, and it's Baines in the corner. 5 on the clock. The drive by Rubio. Got a hand on it, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Freak. Averaging about 24 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug-of-war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Brooklyn trailing. Feeds to Mack. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And Brooklyn making a change here. Decker's checked in. The Nets have shot 6 of 7 at the line. .50 seconds left in the third. Ball, the pass to Jeffries. Here's Kaminsky. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Kaminsky's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The Nets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Decker dishes to Baines. Hornets with the rebound. Kaminsky's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Jeffries the pass to Ball. Here's Looney. 3-pointer. That's good. Looney's got 8 points. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hornets ahead, up 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Charlotte in the lead. Young out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Decker. Then it's Ricky Rubio. So that's the Nets 5. And finished off by Jefferson.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Rubio with it. Young, a screen on Walker. North, he's covered by Jeffries. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Lopez a screen. North. No good on the quick three. Hornets leading by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Brown throws it down hard.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
To the wing on the left. Here's North. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Brown outside. Right side Jefferson. He dishes it to Jeffries. 6 on the shot clock. Young with the steal. North, he's covered by Jeffries. Decker kicks to Rubio. Misses the 3. Well, the Hornets shooting here about 46% for the game. Passes it to Zeller. Now the feed to Jefferson. Again, the Hornets score.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Here's Young. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Jeffries. No good from outside.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. For 3, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he gets the bucket.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Here's Walker. They set the screen. He kicks it to Jeffries. Good defensive work there by Young.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Trent. Young, a screen on Walker. Screen by Young. Here's Trent off the screen. Jeffries with the rebound. Jeffries got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Nets trail by 5. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's North. Off target from outside. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Walker dishes to Jeffries. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Inside, Young with the steal. Here's Trent, guarded by Walker. Here's North. Nice form on the 20-footer.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Walker the pass to Jeffries. At the elbow, Zeller. Dishes it to Jeffries. Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Trent. Botches the slam dunk finish. Hornets leading by 5. Jeffries kicks to Walker. Pass to Trent. To the middle. Here's Decker, and he uses the glass on the layup. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And the emotions of these fans right now boiling over after that shot.
And Walker kicks to Jeffries. Picked by Zeller. Walker dishes to Jeffries. Zeller inside, defended by Young. It's good!
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
46 seconds left in the game. Here's North. Count it! What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up, because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Now, here's Decker. He's covered by Brown. There's the dish to Young. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And so it's Charlotte with it. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Trent. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.